of time, and it's second down. Jackson now down around his goal line, being chased out left. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Colts 7.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Now Jackson operating from the gun. A slant to Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1 yard.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Lamar Jackson sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Jackson on the
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
18 on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was defended by Julian
On 3rd down, Jackson out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. He's going to take off with it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And he's got Snead. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And that'll that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Corey Willis.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Jackson's pass intercepted.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
22-yard line.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
It's 2nd and
again, it's Edwards. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
To throw again, Jackson dancing to his left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return goes up to his own. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
To throw again is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Ravens 31, Colts 10.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Jackson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 21 yards.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense. Don't walk out here, man.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
37-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Steps away to his left. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run with Edwards.
Gus Edwards, the ball.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. Escapes it, but in the end the pressure too great and he goes down.